Freedom is coming. Every captain. We're not slowing down. If your legs get tired, tell the devil he's a liar.
Yeah.
Let's go. We ride in Jesus' name. Break chains of sin and shame. Declare Jesus to the ends of the earth.
Well, good morning, Get Wrecked for Recovery crew. So it's day 59 of the Redeeming Eden Cycle Tour. RECT, Get Wrecked for Recovery. A bicycle trip up the Atlantic coast of America, plus 4 bonus states, to raise awareness that there are addiction recovery options available, that you don't have to die in your addiction. There's churches, celebrate recoveries, and rescue missions all over the nation, all over the world, that just want to help you, talk to you, and love you if you find yourself battling addiction. Great night's sleep last night here at Evitts Creek. However, there's a train track where they hook all the trains up together, like right here. So all night long, you know, it would be these car wreck sounding slams. It was very strange, but I slept through most of it. It wasn't too bad. I mean, I would highly recommend Evitts Creek campsite. I mean, I was the only one here. A lot of solitude, good cellular service. Really had all the things I needed other than, you know, trains all night long. But it was nowhere near as bad as Boone, Colorado. The main reason it wasn't as bad as Boone is because at least they didn't blow their train horn all night. If you remember that Boone, Colorado video, that was a rough night. I woke up in the middle of the night that night thinking, I need to get out of the way of this train. Like, that's how crazy that was. Anyway, I've only got like 25 miles to go. Google is telling me it's going to take 2 hours and 27 minutes by bicycle. But I'm going to go up 1,600 feet. So I doubt that's going to be a 2 hour and 27 minute bike ride. It is like 8:30 something right now. That would put me rolling in, if that was right, at 11, 20-ish. That's not going to happen. Like, that is just, I'm not going to go 12 miles an hour up 1,000 feet. So the rain looks like it's coming in at 11 o'clock. If I make it there by 1, all things considered, then I'll be in the rain for a couple of hours toward the end of this ride today. Which you'll see, of course, the GoPro drips falling down the front of it. It doesn't feel like or look like it's going to rain right now. Like, it feels really pleasant outside. So, I don't know. I have no idea, but you guys will know before I do. Oh, man. I only record little clips of the day, and I'll rewatch the videos, as I'm editing it. I'm like, man, that day took so much longer than that. How is that possible? Anyway. Yep, I'm going to pack up camp, get on the road, and you'll see more of that right about now. All right, so I'm just riding up the C&O, and it kind of starts to hit me that I've rode, 185 miles on this gravel path, and it's been rough. But it's been so good. Like, I know this isn't the end of the whole tour. It's 185 miles of gravel, but it's been wilderness, and there's just this thing, this adventuring spirit inside of us that, even Jesus did it. He went apart into the mountain place apart to pray, and coming back into traffic and coming out of just, nothing for the last 185 miles, and seeing the mountains. I think John Muir said that when a man comes to the mountains, he comes home. And I feel it. Like, I totally feel it. It's so good. Like, God has been so good on this stretch, and so many people that I got to meet. It's been beautiful, and I'm just overwhelmed at how good it's been. Anyway, this is Cumberland, Maryland. This is the end of the C&O Canal towpath. I'm going to stop here and grab some breakfast and kind of regather myself a little bit. And then... I'm going to get on the Gap Trail, the Great Allegheny Passage. You'll see more of that right about now. Alright, so I just stopped in here to the Cumberland Trail Connection bike shop. It's way more than a bike shop. It's got like all kinds of outdoor sports, Trek dealer, all kinds of stuff. It was really interesting because it's like the first bike shop I've been into that's got camping gear, camping food, camp stoves, all the things that you could possibly need. And it's right here at the end of the C&O Canal towpath, the 184.5 mile marker. Just went ahead and got these stickers, which I'm super excited about. I really like this one right there next to the Key West 0 mile marker, the 0 mile gap marker. And then my little Sasquatch riding a bike, since I've got my super big beard here. Anyway, I also bought the Park Tool chain stretch gauge. It's a go no go at 5% wear and 7.5% wear. He checked it, it's still fine. But with this 1,000-foot climb, however much it ends up being, 1,600 feet, I definitely wanted to have one on hand so I know when it's time to roll into a bike shop. Anyway, I got to keep on moving. It was funny because, while I was in there, some guy was like, I know this is going to sound strange, but are you the guy from Facebook? And I was like, yes, I am. And he was like, oh, that's cool. So I gave him some stickers. And I was trying to pay because I've got, my wife sends me all the donations that come in to Venmo, but she's at work today, and so my Venmo was down to like $8. My Cash App was down to like $2. My PayPal was down to like $16, and so I was having to split the transactions between all kinds of stuff, so it felt awkward, but got it all taken care of. Now I'm trying to get on the phone with Christy so that I can have some lunch, because hi, future me. So I wanted to just include this here since I'm cutting and editing this video now. I want you to realize my lack of faith in this moment. Just watch. If I can't get in touch with her, I'm not going to be able to eat, and there's nothing anybody can really do about that. So, anyway, I'm going to get on the road now, or on the trail. You'll see more of that right about now. Alright, so you're not going to believe this. I mean, of course you will. That is where I recorded the thing about not being able to get a hold of Christy. I went and looked at the end of the C&O Canal medallion there on the ground, the beginning of the gap, came to this bench, sat down. As I was sitting down, Matt Ramirez sent me $20 through Venmo. Unbelievable. Still can't get in touch with Christy. Just, there's no way for me to get any funds. I mean, I got plenty of funds, I just can't get access to them. And God already knows what he's doing.
There's nothing anybody can really do about that.
In advance, it's so cool to see him stretch my faith And I pray that you find yourself in an adventure one day with God where you can have Him stretch your faith, because it never stops amazing me that His word is true. And are we not much more precious than sparrows? It's mind-blowing. Like, it's absolutely, it does not stop. It's crazy. It's so cool. God is so faithful over and over again. Step out in faith, grab some crazy faith, and go do it. Go. I'm telling you, God's got it. Go. If you've never heard the call to go before, go. I can put you in touch with International Gospel Outreach. I'm sure they'd love to commission you to go share the gospel around the world. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. So now I'm going to go eat, and you'll see more of that right about now. All right, so I stopped here at the Krabby Pig and got the barbecue plate. Some ribs, pulled pork sandwich, fries. Several people said this is the place to go for sure for lunch. It's right here on the C&O Canal towpath where the gap starts. Thank you so much, Matt. Thank you for listening to the Lord and sending that donation. I mean, it was right on time. The timing couldn't be more impeccable. Also, wouldn't it be interesting if the cup, after I said just what I said a few moments ago, go to the ends of the earth, go. Here's your sign, go. Wouldn't it be interesting if the cup had the ends of the earth on it? I could not script this. Like, no one, I don't think anybody could write a better script for the Redeeming Eden Cycle Tour. Like, if I had to follow a script and do all these things and go all these places to make it happen, the power wouldn't be there like it is living it in real time, seeing this. So I hope if you've been listening and God has been putting on your heart to go and share the gospel with a lost and dying world, here's your sign. Anyway, God is so good. I am so hungry. I'm gonna eat. Love you guys. See you later. All right, so that's the famous Lover's Leap. How cool is that? Really, really cool stuff. I wish I had time to climb up there. Definitely wouldn't take a leap. However, you know, if you're a lover of Jesus, you may need to take a leap of faith and go. I'm going to keep that theme throughout the day today. Go to the ends of the earth. So cool. Anyway, yes, I have got to keep going as we speak. And you'll see more of that right about now. Well, it's definitely started raining, but it feels so good. So the grade is not bad at all. I'm going 10 miles an hour, like with no issues. It is not bad at all. Really actually kind of enjoying putting in a little extra effort and then getting cooled down from the rain. So yeah, I just had to stop here. That is just, even with the rain, that's stunning. So I'm gonna keep going up the hill to Frostburg. 6 miles left, let's go. Man, what a day. Oh my God. Yeah, yes. That's 2 liters. That is 4 liters of Coca-Cola. But I ordered pizza from Fat Boys, and I'm kind of glad that I did. So here's the jalapeno-roni. Look at those giant pepperonis. I'm not normally a fan of, like, you know, dinner plate sized pepperonis, but this looks like a really good pizza. I went ahead and got the cinnamon sticks and the cheese bread too. I've got all my things out. I'm going to do a video tomorrow of all the different things that I carry. I've already done a video of the bike for this tour, so I'm going to do another video to show you guys what I actually bring on these journeys, for those of you that have inquiring minds and want to know. But the cool thing about this pizza place is that on each box, which I didn't know, it says Romans 5:8. But God commendeth his love toward us, and that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. So yeah, Fat Boys Pizza Shack. If you're ever in Frostburg, Maryland, on the Gap Trail, order pizza from these guys. What a great... That's so cool. I mean, they're sharing the gospel with every single pizza box. There's so many ways to share the gospel. The church is not just what we go to on Sunday morning, you know, it's what we do the rest of the week. So I thought that was really neat. Anyway, yeah, closing it out for the day. So the video kind of ended before Frostburg. I actually, like, did a lot more. I went up the road rather than up the switchback, which you'll see the switchback when I finally produce another video, when I head down it. But it was like a 500-foot climb. The last time I can remember having to climb that high for that long was in Hot Sulphur Springs, Colorado, when the policeman was like, oh yeah, it's just like, you know, right up the hill. And I was like, okay. This was a big climb. Like, this was a really big climb to get to the end of the day. But it's been such a good day. The rain just poured. I didn't want to change the GoPro battery out in the rain. I didn't want to get a drop of rain on the inside of the GoPro. It's water sealed, you know. So I was just like, oh, well, I'll let it go. And, yeah, just thinking back about the whole day and how God has just provided right when I've needed it, like every time. It has been amazing. And he's done that all along, but today it was like super special because in the moment that I had a need, he provided it. Like, I feel like he wants to stretch our faith sometimes, where he wants us to say, you know, I mean, he wanted me to get down to the place where I didn't have enough Venmo funds to eat. And, you know, my only connection is my wife to get her to send what's been donated through Facebook. It's our accountability. It's how we, you know, make sure that I'm okay and then make sure that she understands what's going on with the ministry. She is the accountant for Redeeming Eden, in essence. And so, like, just not being able to get in touch with her and have that happen, it was what was necessary for me to grow my faith. Because every time, you know, I get into situations like that, even though I'm doing what I'm doing, I get into this mode where I'm like, you know, it's this or it's that. It's God. It is God. You know, it's sharing the gospel with other people. The death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus. He's alive. And he can live in you. And like, that's what changed my life, and that's what we need to share with people. I mean, look at Paul throughout most of the New Testament. Look at Peter. Every time Peter got up, he was like, you guys crucified Jesus. He died, was buried, and rose again the third day, like the scripture said. Peter was on fire at Acts. Anyway, that's what we need to be sharing. That's what does the work. The gospel does the work. And so, anyway, yeah, it's cool to see that on this pizza box. It's cool to be here in Frostburg. Thank you so much, Janelle Whistler. Oh my goodness. Wow, I am so thankful. It is pouring down rain. It has poured rain. It got cold at the end. It was just dropping big old raindrops.
Big old fat rain.
I had to do that too. Anyway, so yeah, I'm done for the day. I'm done for the next couple of days. Since I'm producing the video tomorrow of the things that I carry with me, there should be a video every day, but still, I encourage you in your downtime, go back and watch the other videos. I like the C&O and so far the Gap better than any rail trail I've ever been on to date. No hyperbole. But I do have to end the video here for the night. So, in order to see more Gap, this is what I have to do. If you know anybody who's passed away from addiction in any form or fashion, please drop their name in the comments or find me through the Popple link in the description, and I would love to ride for your person and celebrate their life with you for a day. If you know anybody who's actively addicted, share this with them. I don't want to see anybody else die from addiction. I know you don't either. Let's use Redeeming Eden as a tool that we might save a life. This is the REACCT tour, and I need you to react. I need you to like the videos, comment on the videos on YouTube, share the videos on your social media profiles, and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. All those things will go a long way in helping build Redeeming Eden, the Garden Rehab. Don't forget, Redeeming Eden is a nonprofit ministry through International Gospel Outreach. I'll leave a link to them in the description. You can go there. You can find out more about Redeeming Eden and about the Cody Jordan Forever Funeral Fund, or you can go back and watch the day one video from this series, the REACCT tour. So yeah, from a Frostburg, Maryland hotel, I love you guys. Jesus loves you. I'll see you later. Have a good night.